Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first of our very exciting Masked Singer Facebook Lives. We're going to be dissecting the show, looking at some theories, and we want you guys in the comments to comment who you think certain characters are. Give us your theories, what you think's going on. I'm Kyle O'Sullivan, TV features writer, and I'm here with, just about to see her behind her mask, TV reporter Verity Solway.
I'll take it off now.
So Verity, obviously 3 episodes in now. What have you made of the series so far?
I love it. It's crazy. Like, it's just a bit of an insane program. And I feel like it kind of lends itself to the pandemic because everyone's wearing a mask. You kind of have to socially distance anyway. I just think it's such silly fun. And also, like, we've got proper famouses. There hasn't been anyone yet where everyone's been like, who? What do you think?
Yeah, they've been surprisingly good. So obviously we had Sophie Ellis-Bextor was the first one, then we had Mel B, and then latest we've had Martine McCutcheon. And they've all had singing backgrounds, which is like surprising. Is it not a bit embarrassing that these like actual singers have been voted out first?
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if it's like just particularly difficult to sing. I mean, I know it's particularly difficult to sing in the masks from what they've said, but like, yeah, I mean, the people that have kind of showed them up, I think, has been like maybe Robin and is Badger quite good? I can't think who, but some of them are better singers maybe than what we've had so far. So yeah, the competition is really tough considering there's been professionals already booted out.
Yeah, I mean, is there a case of they might be trying to, because it's the second series and everyone knows the game now, are they trying to be a bit too clever and like, I don't know, like trying to hide their voices, trying to seem like they're worse than they are?
Yeah, I know Sophie Ellis-Bextor did try and change her voice a bit because hers is so recognisable, but it's not. I mean, it's not the aim of the game to say masked, is it? It's more about who, if they vote for your performance. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so if you're good, you won't get masked. Another theory that I've seen a few people saying is that are they such big names? As someone like Mel B, she ain't going to stick around for 12 weeks, so they've only put 3
That's
for the first week.
Yeah, that is very true. I wonder, do we know when this was filmed? It must be like a few months ago.
Yeah, I'm not, but I think that I'm not sure if they're still doing it, but we'll come on to later.
Yeah.
When people start to suspect people are getting the person, they start to add in a few like red herrings and clues. So it must be like some additional. So if we've got people commenting now with some of their ideas. Someone here says David says Clock is Bradley Walsh. We'll start with last week's one. So sausage.
Yeah.
Who do you think's stuffed inside sausage?
So I love sausage. I think that I started off. I mean, everyone said Stacey Solomon, but I think I'm not sure if that's a bit complimentary to Stacey's voice. I'm now pretty sure it's Sheridan Smith. I feel like everyone thinks that. She said that she likes beers and potato snacks. Sheridan was in 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. She said that her hair colour was legally certified or something like that. And obviously Sheridan did the West End Legally Blonde. I don't know what the owing her career to a horse might be. Do you?
Yeah. But I mean, I just think they're too on the nose though. Like the 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps thing is so obvious. It's like, I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to make us think it is. I remember last year so everyone thought that Hedgehog, so it might have been Michael Bull. So they had like a red cricket ball and they wrote the word Michael on, and then obviously it wasn't Michael Bull. It turned out to be Jason Manford. So I do think people are thinking, it's really easy, and actually they are trying to.
But there was red herrings, like I think it said Billy's Fish Bar or something in the first episode, and then something about Piper. So everyone was like, "Oh, it's Billy Piper." So yeah, I mean, if it's not Sheridan Smith, then I'll be baffled, completely baffled. Joss Stone, that's an interesting suggestion.
Yeah, a few people said that, and it does sound a bit like her. The other one was one of the clues of the truth or lie was look like a pop star, sound like a pop star, and am a pop star. And obviously, that's Louis Walsh's catchphrash. So that obviously was the X Factor Stacey theory.
Yeah, but Stacey's watched it on Loose Women and said, "I wish." So,
yeah, well, who knows? So elsewhere we've got Robin.
Yes.
Who thinking Robin might be?
Now, I'm certain that it is Aston Marigold, as a lot of the viewers are saying. He used to play football. He began his career doing Michael Jackson in Stars in Their Eyes. He said that his name was Out of This World. Now, JLS had an album called Out of This World.
Ooh,
and JLS, before they were JLS, were called UFO.
Oh, that is some really good detective skills.
But I don't know what the boxing relevance would be.
Well, so some people have said they think it might be Jake Wood from EastEnders because he's big into his boxing.
Okay.
Dean here says thought it was Joe Swash, but not sure. Yeah, that's the thing. The voice is good.
Yeah, he's really good.
So you're thinking it's not like an actual professional footballer, because who would have such a good voice?
Yeah, but then you never know. And I mean, I originally thought Tyson Fury, but I was like, can he sing like that? I don't know, but you never know.
He is a good singer. He likes singing "Sweet Caroline" after his fight.
The whole song. Yeah.
I think he might have other priorities at the minute. Ollie Murs, because Ollie Murs has been in a few soccer A's. He's a good footballer, obviously a great singer. Could be him. Robbie. Can you imagine if it was Robbie?
I don't think it sounds like Robbie, but then also people have also said Nikki from Westlife. But again, that would, I mean, the football, it's just, you don't know what's a red herring and what's not.
Yeah, exactly. Could have just had a kick around at the park. All right, so moving on next to Badger. Who you set on Badger being?
This is a tricky one for me. I thought Carl Fogarty, who is, because he's some kind of racing driver. Did I remember that right?
Yeah.
Purely just because of the costume. It could be someone that, I mean, they said that they get up early, so I thought maybe like a morning radio presenter. But it's just, there's so many, there was like an Australian reference, so a lot of people think Peter Andre. People also saying Brian Cox. I'd be very surprised if Professor Brian.
Yeah, but Brian Cox was in a band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As the singer?
Yes, that's how he started. Oh, did you not know?
No way. Piers Morgan. I don't think so.
No.
I mean, the early morning, yeah. I mean, and good at dodging furniture. What could?
Well, the one that everyone was saying they think it could be Kevin Clifton. There was a few Strictly references. He said, "I'm known for strictly speaking, I'm known for dancing."
That's it, yeah.
And then also the cork hat. So Kevin Clifton has done a tour of Australia. So.
I mean, you start clutching at straws, don't you?
Obviously, Fogarty was on I'm a Celeb, so he won I'm a Celeb.
Yeah. Oh, I just want to know. I've also written Monty Don because something about, I think there was a clue about gardening. But
well, there was all that weird. There was the weird stuff about shy around. When he was young, he was shy around girls and wrote poems.
Yeah. I don't really know who. I don't know anyone that wrote poems. Well, that publicly has said they wrote poems as a child, but it's a tough one.
Tough. I think that's one of the hardest ones. Now, Dragon is one that everyone thinks they've got wrapped up. I think.
I don't know if it's too obvious, but it seems like it's Courtney Act. So the clues in the name: dragon, the rainbow flag, and she said that I'll just say she. Well, they said that they had a famous incident with a shoe, and when Courtney Act went into the Celebrity Big Brother house, she got her Louboutin caught on her dress and tripped over. But is it too obvious? Who do you think?
Very good pronunciation of Louboutin there.
Louboutin.
Yeah, because they were like, the name's in it, and what? Yeah, I don't, because a few people are saying Michelle Visage as well because obviously Drag Race. Yeah, it would
but
make
neither of them have big bellies.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Maybe, but it does sound like Courtney Act, I thought as well. So
yeah, and she does sing.
And people are saying that they've picked out like when she's sung before. So yeah, I think that one is probably the one I'm leaning towards most.
Yeah, Courtney herself. Sorry.
Go
on. Courtney herself has said that it's not her and that she thinks it's Sue Perkins. Which
that is a big out there.
I'd be very surprised if it was Sue.
Is Sue
also no big belly?
Well, I was going to say Sue always comes with Mel, so maybe Mel's the belly.
She's in there as well.
Yeah,
in the costume.
I got the voice. Yeah.
And I've also Sandy Toksvig. People have also suggested,
Ooh.
but I can't imagine her singing. But then when she said something about QI. I know my IQ backwards, so I think people just went with QI.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that clue could mean. Are they allowed to just give clues that are actually just complete nonsense, or do they all have a meaning?
Well, no, they have to have some subtle meaning. But then obviously this week you had the 2 truths and a lie, and I think a lot of people have been taking those all as gospel, and actually, one of them is a lie, and the lie is obviously going to be a massive push in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
What have you? So obviously this year it's been a bit of a change. We've got Mo Gilligan in there as the new judge. What have you made of Mo?
Yeah, I love him. I think he's really funny. I think he's probably had the most accurate guesses. Rita Ora just sort of comes out with things where I'm like, no way. But Mo guessed. Was it Mel B? I can't remember. Someone recently. He got it right. But yeah, I think he's good fun. He's a good addition to the judging panel. What do you think?
He is good, and he's good at guessing. But he's like, I did like Ken Jeong last year, famously Leslie Chow was like he did bring us something a bit extra, and that bit of like Hollywood sparkle. His guesses were horrific, but I mean, what have you made the guess? Because the guesses are a bit like I feel like. Because he's now not there, Jonathan Ross is now doing the ludicrous guesses.
Yeah, I'm so convinced that they are told to come out with a couple of wrong guesses. Because I guess it would be boring if they just got it right. But some of them, like I think Rita said Ariana Grande the other day.
Yeah, it's like
I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the worst one was I think last year Jonathan Ross said someone that had already died. And it's like that might be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that.
So, and the other change, so they've managed to do it with COVID restrictions, which I mean, as you like, obviously the whole mask and keeping them separate thing lends itself really well to this.
Yeah.
You've got those like weird perspex glass between the judges, and you've got like the audience sat in there like bubbles. Like, how do you think that works?
Yeah, I mean, it sort of makes me anxious when they high five each other. I'm like, you're not supposed to be doing that. Are you going to sanitize that after you've touched it? But yeah, I mean, it's a new normal with a lot of TV shows that are filmed with a studio audience. It's just great that they were even able to do it. I mean, I didn't catch it all of it last year, so I'm not sure. Was it like a big? I guess it was like a full, like, kind of X Factor style audience last year.
Yeah, it was a full audience, and they did get. But what had to happen that was quite controversial is that they were so worried about people finding out. Is that they did so they build it up and they do the big like who's in, and the audience are like cheering, and then they cut it. They go, sorry, out you go. You're not going to find out, and they film that bit after. So.
No way.
So like you were there, you turn up there, you watch it all, and then you have to sit at home like the rest of us.
How sad.
So I suppose you missed that build up, but
yeah.
No,
but they do find out in the studio this time.
No, I imagine the same thing. I imagine it's even worse this year because obviously it's such a big thing now. But it was before, if you were like, oh, I've gone to see this Masked Singer show, people are like, don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's true. That's a big name.
I mean, you can make bets on it. So if people knew, you could make a lot of money.
Yeah. I thought people were just really careful about not leaking it, but yeah, that would make sense because I don't know if they could trust people. otherwise.
And so next week we got 5 more. We got Blob, we got Viking, Bush Baby, Harlequin, Grandfather Clock. Who's your favourite out of that lot? And have you got any ideas who those guys are?
I've got a bit of a crush on Viking. You know,
I feel we've got similar beard situation going on.
Kind of, yeah. I think Bush Baby is really cute. Yeah, Grandfather Clock, everyone is just saying Chris Kamara. Oh, Ian Wright, yeah, I had Ian Wright in my notes as well for Grandfather Clock. But yeah, Viking, people think Scottish person. People also saying Ian Sterling. Is he Scottish? Yeah, he's Scottish, isn't he?
Yeah.
So it could be. Should we have a look at the clip of Viking?
We don't have a clip. We just got that.
Oh, sorry.
You have to tune in for the clip of Viking.
Let's not.
It'll be interesting when so obviously they're in these separate groups now. When they bring them together, like, do you have an idea? Like, do you think one group's particularly better than the other at singing?
I find it. I think the one that we just had was quite good. Was quite a high quality, but then it's hard to remember. What do you think?
Yeah, I found that the group that's just been has been better, but I suppose they've had an extra week and they're getting into it. And yeah, I'm pretty convinced that there's a lot of non-singers in there who you'd think would get better as it goes on. And then if you have got good singers hiding their voices there, obviously, as the competition gets a bit fiercer, they're going to want to let it out. So yeah, 5 more this week. One of them's going to go. And then the week after, they're all in there together. We're going to get, 8 of them. So that'll be exciting. And obviously, we're going to be writing a lot of theories pieces. We're going to be going into it. It's going to be a bit crazy, but yeah, we're going to try and work it out. So thanks for joining us today. Thanks for all your theories, letting us know, and we'll see you again soon.
Thanks, guys.